rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, hey, look at my dogs. It was way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up?
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
The ball carrier.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
It's a gain.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years. So he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he will find the open man, it's DJ Moore. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And incomplete on the deep ball. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18.
Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. First carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 more yards there and another first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
The score, Panthers 7, Falcons 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Get used to that, folks. The Falcons are going to look number 11's way early and often, and he's onto the stat sheet already on the first play from scrimmage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Brought down by
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Todd Gurley.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
9 yards that time.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Todd Gurley, the ball.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
On 2nd and 9. Ryan to the right side and complete to Hurst. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan is complete to Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
3rd and 8.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Going up top. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Hauschka with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive summit.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
2nd and 9. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down, Carolina.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Dante Fowler in on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain. And he'll lose
lose yardage here, back at the 47. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. And he's got his target. That's more. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Kaepernick now on first down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And his throw is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Again. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
51-yard attempt.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Play action. Ryan. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at
no gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there at 22.
The 3-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
It's 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On second down, McCaffrey. He'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
13 yards. First down.
On first down, Kaepernick. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Now Kaepernick. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Here's Kaepernick to throw. got his target, Samuel. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Carolina.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pick.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Fights him off. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. At 5 yards on the play there, it's a drive will continue.
2-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Smith.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Tuesday.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it. He can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons.
Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Falcons. Hayden Hurst with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
2nd and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Again, he targets more. This one is complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And the Panther.
Here's Kaepernick. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
32.
Give him 32 on the play. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
He was brought down by 8.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Falcons' 23-yard line.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. On the ground, McCaffrey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
And goal at the 1-yard line.
Kaepernick to throw for it on 4th. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Falcons 24, Panthers 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right? He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, Panthers.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Kaepernick to throw again. And this one is incomplete.
Kaepernick's
and that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
For DJ Moore. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on 3rd down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons' offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 40.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that poster out there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Just like that. Mike 52, Mike 52. We got
Now a handoff for Gurley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And Gurley, he fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football, it's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And today, NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Kaepernick. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Second down.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The tackle.
Grady Jarrett on the tackle there. Remember how he emerged in the Super Bowl against New England? Continues to step his play up. Was a Pro Bowler for the first time after 2019.
Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Steps away to his left. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Well, he just bumped up his personal stats with a second score, but they still have some ground to make up.
Not terrific for today because of what you just said. They're still down on the scoreboard. But later in the year, when he piles it all up and starts to think about contract time, that's a pretty good deal for him. And I know darn well that you've got him in fantasy football, don't you?
I don't. You always think I just appreciate that you think I'm smart enough to have him in fantasy.
Well, you are.
Thanks. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To the right side and complete to Hurst. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Ryan. Flush to his right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there. 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They go play action with Ryan. Complete to Jones. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They'll get 34 yards there.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunky yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mark.
From the gun, Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Stephen Hauschka for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Falcons 31.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's brought down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
He's brought down by Deion Jones. No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Kaepernick looking to throw, 3rd and 2. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Panthers. 43 yards.
1st down.
Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
At the 10-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina.
Curtis Samuel. Touchdown.
Curtis Samuel. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Falcons 31. Panthers 21.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
2nd and 8.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Ryan. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And they will take a knee here.
Ryan on the keeper.
And that kneel down a little extra sweet. You get the win, and you knock out somebody's perfect season.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because it's not a championship game yet, but the team that's undefeated feels like a champion. So you've won a little bit extra in this one. Yeah, they've got to feel great about taking a knee here.
Today's final. Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a